Thanks for staying with us on Navigate Your Wealth. The name of the show is that because Compass Financial, they want to navigate you all the way to your happy days of retirement. GPS, growth,
protection,
and savings. Okay. I love the power of three. Let's go back to that.
Yeah.
Just touch on that quickly and explain it again for someone just tuning in.
You know, the power of three really has become our solution to retirement success. With the introduction of liquid assets, guaranteed income, and invested assets, you now have the permission to retire confidently. And we have a client that I have to tell this story because he's somebody that we've known for an incredibly long time, and we have been trying to make these recommendations to him for a long time. And as much as I love him, he was very confident that he was making the right decisions. And our job is to help educate you to make an informed decision. We're not ever going to force you into something.
Sure.
So we continued to coach him during his growth and accumulation years. And as he kind of hit that retirement red zone, those few years right before retirement, he said, okay, I'm starting to get a little nervous.
Tell me more about that.
I've accumulated a large asset and I feel really good about it. In his mind, he had a number. Once he hit that number, he was ready to retire. So the day came that he was ready to retire and he called us and said, this is it. I'm signing my check. I'm out the door. I'm saying my goodbyes. The good news is that he had a pension through his employment, but he still had a portion of his income that there was a gap. And he came to us and said, you know, I know that we can do a systematic withdrawal. Talk me through this.
Well, back up, because I think that he had done extensive analysis on this, showing that if he took 5% per year, that his bucket would still grow. Now, I want you to think about, prior to January of this year, we have been in a 16-year bull market. So
yes.
A lot of people that have been saying, my plan is working, it's been working because everything's been working for you.
Right, you couldn't have messed it up.
Right, how's it working now? How's it working now? Well, this was a conversation over a year ago when it was working. And I said, look, I know that you think that at 5% withdrawal, it's going to work. But what happens if we have a negative year? Let's just pretend for a half a second.
Yeah.
We have a negative year. They're bound to come. And so he started to say, tell me more.
And eventually, through education, he changed his perspective because initially he said, no, I've done my research and annuities are not for me. But through continued education, we were able to show him the value of utilizing a guaranteed income annuity to fill the gap, right? He had guaranteed expenses, and a portion of that was covered with his pension. And so we just needed to fill the rest with guaranteed income. He executed that. He put the guaranteed income in place. He started retiring, and he started getting his checks. And he was happy. He was also happy because the market was continuing to go up, and so his other assets that were invested were continuing to grow. And then the market dropped.
Well, and the other piece of the power of three, of course, is the life insurance, because that's the access bucket. And so I had multiple conversations, but trying to help him understand that without that piece, you really don't have permission to stay in the market. And I know he loves tinkering with that. He kind of times it a little bit, thinks he, but I said, look, his name is Brad. I said, if we can get this life insurance component to now pair with the guaranteed income annuity, then you have permission to be 100% invested with those dollars and get 100% of the return. So he swallowed the pill and he said, all right, let's try this.
Drink
and
the Kool-Aid.
He did drink the Kool-Aid. Let me tell you, once this market's gone down, the funny thing was he started looking at that and saying, oh, I can do this and I can do this because you told me I have the permission. And it was so funny the way he kept coming back with that language that we helped him understand what it really means. And so now the confidence that he has that his income between his pension and now the gap coverage of the guaranteed income annuity and the life insurance to not only protect his family, but also to give him the cash value that he can access in a immediate or, need for revenue.
Right.
And then the assets to be able to stay and get participation of the market and really earn. And right now the market's down. And like Warren Buffett, Mr. Buffett, how'd you feel about that $300 million you lost today?
I didn't lose because I didn't have to sell. That's the strategy, right?
All right, confidence. Confidence.
We all need a little Warren Buffett confidence. But that's what makes us feel really good as advisors too, because here's a gentleman who wasn't really sure exactly what his plan was going to do. And now when the market's going down, he's calling us excited. Nobody calls you excited when the market is going down.
He feels like he's won in a way because he didn't lose.
Because he didn't lose.
All right, let's tell our friends at home what they can expect and our wonderful offer today, Sam. Or Karen. Or both of you.
Well, I'll tell you, if you call the number on your screen, and I want to tell you, if most of you are multitasking the way most of you do, that phone is either in your lap and it's already been in your hand. So dial that number right now, 855-348-3073. You only have one chance to get this right, and we want to participate with you to make sure that you're making all the right decisions. You will get a retirement roadmap, and in that roadmap, it will include your risk analysis, your Social Security analysis. It will include a tax burden analysis. We will make your personalized GPS. You will see on a single sheet of paper exactly where all of your assets are, and that is where decisions begin. Call us now, 855-348-3073. You deserve to know what maybe you didn't know.
Absolutely. And don't forget our QR code right there. You just take your phone, put the camera on it. It will take you right to our website. Call that number to get a reservation, and we'll be right back.